Hey YouTube, this is Max Merck here, and today my new LED tail lamps from my W204 came in, and let me show you what they look like. I've already unboxed them and taken a look at them. Here they are right here. They are DEPO. They're DEPO aftermarket plug and play Facelift tail lamps. So they're same quality as OEM, and they function exactly the same, except I got these with a smoked turn signal. As you can see on the regular vehicle, for even the newer one, they're just white right here. But on mine, I got them tinted right here, which is nice because it's not too dark, but it's just a nice sporty look to it. So this is what they look like. I'm gonna go ahead and start uninstalling this passenger side tail lamp, and we'll get started. So first of all, you're going to go ahead and open up your trunk and empty it out to make it easier to work with, so you have a lot of room to work with. So I'm going to start on this side, and we're going to be working from this service panel right here. So you can just lift this service panel out and set it aside, and take out any first aid kits or whatever you have in here. Set these aside. And what you're going to want to do first is remove this little grocery clip. And there's two parts to it. It's the grocery clip, and it's this plastic part right here that's holding it down. So you're going to want to use a flathead screwdriver and kind of pry that up gently. You see it's coming up already, and yeah, you're gonna want to use the flathead screwdriver and pry it up just like that. And you want to be careful you don't lose these. And after you do that, this should come off if you wiggle it around a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Once you use a screwdriver and pry this off, you're going to go ahead and lift up this trunk liner, just like so, and run this down. And kind of lift it up. Just like so, and that way you have access to all the screws and stuff back there. Just like so. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and remove this cable right here by sticking your hand through the service area right there, and you're going to want to just squeeze these and then pull it right out, just like so. And once you do that, you can go ahead and squeeze this top part and this bottom part, and that should come right out. And since my car is equipped with the LED turn signals in the back because it has xenons up front, you're just going to go ahead and carefully pull these out. Very carefully. You don't want to mess up these cables. Just like that. You're just going to want to pull these out. Very carefully. I might use both hands and get this done. After you do that, you can pull this out, this plate out, and set it aside. You won't really need this because it is only for the old taillight. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and start unscrewing it, and I'll show you where the screw locations are. There is one screw right here. There's one right there, right here. There is one right there, and there's one down there, and that is it. It is pretty self-explanatory. You'll be able to see all of these screws, and you can just go ahead and unscrew it, and then you can proceed from there. It's a pretty self-explanatory installation. Now you're going to want to use a socket and ratchet and go ahead and get each and every bolt and unscrew that. And you're just going to, it's the ones that I showed you, and the ones that line up with the taillight. So once you do that, you can slowly unseat the taillight. For some additional access to the bottom screws, what you're going to want to do is there's a little plastic nut right here, and you're going to want to stick your flathead screwdriver in there and just pry it up. Use your fingers to pull it out, and then grab this bottom part, and you can pull that out using your flathead, and it should come out just like so. And now you can pull this back all the way. Once you've unscrewed all of the 4 screws right there, there is a different nut right here. This is for the one all the way to the side. I'll show you when we reinstall it. What you're going to do is unseat the tail lamp by pushing your hand through here and grabbing the tail lamp with your other hand, and it will come loose, and then you can just grab it and slowly lift it out. So after you've pulled out your old one, you're going to want to get your new one and free it up of all wrapping and get ready to seat it. When you first seat the tail lamp, it's going to be a little loose, so you're going to have to go ahead and bolt it in accordingly and make sure there's no gaps. So once you've seated the tail lamp, you're going to go ahead and put on the screws, but loosely, so you can kind of adjust it around and make sure it fits flush with the car. I haven't done that yet. You're going to go ahead and stow all the resistor boxes and everything inside, and focus on connecting this cable right here, and make sure it goes in perfectly aligned. If the prongs inside are not straight, do not put it in, or else you will damage the cable, and that will be very expensive to replace. So you're going to want to make sure, and do this slowly, there's no hurry in this installation. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and turn on your taillights and make sure everything works. And so far everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and tighten everything down and then do one more check once everything's tightened. Once you have double checked that everything is flush with the body and felt everything, made sure it's all flush and straight, no issues, you can go ahead and double check one more time. Make sure that everything works. Make sure your reverse light works. Side marker works. And then you can go ahead and, let me turn these off first. You can go ahead and start putting this trunk liner back under its seal, just using your fingers or a screwdriver, and just work it back in. can just work it all in. Once you have completely done that, just make sure everything's pushed in nice and tightly. You can go ahead and grab your little plastic nut, pull out the top piece, so it's only this piece, find the hole where it goes, which is right here, and just push it right in, just like so, and then grab the top piece and pop that right in there, just like that. Lastly, grab your grocery hook, you can squeeze that back in there until it clicks in. You might have to squeeze this end to get it to fit. There we go, just like that. Get it? Until it clicks in. Make sure this is the correct way, like that, and pop it in just like that. There you go, all done. Now you can grab any stuff you had, pop it back in, make sure you tuck in all of your resistors and cables and such. Actually, I'm not going to put that in there. And you can close up your service panel. After that, you're done. You can go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other side. To install the tail lamp on the left side, you're going to want to do the same procedure as on the right side. You want to open up this first aid panel and just pull it right out. Set that aside. And right in here I have my manual. Pull that out, set that aside. And I have my Mercedes first aid kits. I can set these aside. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing I did on the other side. I'm going to remove these grocery hooks, pop out this little screw right here, remove the trunk liner, and on the inside I'm going to do the same exact thing I did on the right side. Step by step, exactly the same. After you've done the driver's side, just double check that everything works and reinstall everything, and you're all set with your new LED tail lamps. And if this video helped you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.